Greetings, brothers and sisters. I am Father Aaron Leach, and today I am talking to you from my game room because I have something very different and very special to share with you. But first, I want to give my usual shout out to my Patreon supporters. They actually already know what's coming in this video because I shared with them some sneak peek photographs of the work I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. Now, if you want to get in on that kind of early access and gain other benefits as well, check us out on the Patreon page, link in the description as always. Now today, we're going to be talking about something a little bit different, virtual reality, especially as it relates to mysticism. Now many of you, especially if you're my age or older, are probably asking, what the hell is virtual reality? And the answer, the simple answer, is that it is a technology that allows us to enter the cyber realm, literally. That means you're no longer just looking at a video game or a computer program on the flat screen of your monitor, but you actually strap on a helmet like this, and you put hand trackers, you hold hand trackers, something like these, and you actually are projected into the cyber realm, into the computer program. The entire computer world surrounds you on all sides, and you can interact with that in any way imaginable. But what a lot of people have forgotten about virtual reality these days is that its original creators were very mystically minded people. They saw in virtual reality an opportunity to reprogram and enhance the human mind. They saw in it even an evolution of the human species to a new level of being. You see examples of this in early cyberpunk fiction, because they always describe the protagonists as being very special people with special abilities and a whole lot of mystical training, things like meditation and yoga and even mind-altering drugs sometimes, in order to learn how to enter the cyber realm and navigate it safely and effectively. Thankfully, all of that hasn't been the case, but it's a good illustration of the mindset that was around the original creation of virtual reality. Now, one of the earliest adopters of virtual technology, they used it for a very unmystical purpose. This was the United States military. They used it mainly for combat training, and more specifically, they used it a lot for pilot training. You could just make a mock-up of a cockpit and then project a virtual world around the pilot, and they could learn how to fly, and they could learn how to engage in aerial combat without actually risking crashing a real plane and putting their own lives in danger to boot. Now, back to the more mystical side of things, you guys might remember a man by the name of Timothy Leary, who was a very big advocate of LSD therapy. He saw LSD as a way to break down old mental programs and allow you, the user, to become a metaprogrammer, to rewrite the programs in your mind rather than just being a blind and pre-programmed robot. Those of you watching this video, since you're interested in mystical pursuits, you're probably very familiar with that concept. And when Timothy Leary in the 1980s discovered very early virtual reality technology, he was so astounded by it, he abandoned LSD entirely and began pushing virtual reality because he saw in it the ability to do the exact same thing that LSD was able to accomplish, just without the drug. Later on in the 1990s, we got a movie called Lawnmower Man, and if you get that reference, congratulations, you're among the old. But Lawnmower Man was about a scientist who was attempting to reprogram and enhance the mind of a mentally disabled man. Within the plot of the movie, this worked, and it worked all too well because not only did the man become super intelligent, but he learned how to leave his body behind for good and enter the cyber realm permanently, and there he became a god. Just a few years later, relatively speaking, we got another movie called The Matrix. Many of you are a lot more familiar with that movie. And in that plot, a man discovers that he has been living in a virtual reality unknown to him for his entire life. And through his adventures in the movie, he is able to learn how to hack the code behind that virtual reality and that makes him, in that realm, a god. Today, virtual reality has finally, at long last, become an off-the-shelf commodity, not just something read about in cyberpunk fiction and movies, but you can go down to the store and you can purchase the equipment at a relatively inexpensive cost, and with very little effort, you can enter the cyber realm yourself and have what they call virtual experiences, or play virtual video games, or as we're going to see today, you can do a lot more. And what I'm talking about is creating experiences in the virtual realm that are specific to mystical pursuits, not just video games and fun stuff and 360 movies and that kind of thing. But I'm talking about ritual training programs where the program can actually show you to your own eyes and to your own ears what you should be seeing and hearing on the astral while you do your rituals. I'm talking about path workings, where you're no longer just sitting in a chair listening to somebody talk and trying to envision and visualize what's going on, but actually be there to see it and hear it, to experience it. Gone are the days of simple visualization and active imagination. We have truly entered the immeasurable realm. Now, some of you may know, I have a couple of decades worth of 3D modeling experience. I was working with the Unreal Engine when it was first released in the early 2000s. I've done a lot of building and scripting in a program called Second Life. But all of that was only done through a flat screen. This helmet I'm holding right here, I've only had for a few months, and this was my first time, my first opportunity to actually go into that virtual realm and experience the things I was making firsthand in a truly tactile way. And even more recently, I've obtained a program for the PlayStation VR called Dreams, which finally, at long last, has allowed me to go into the virtual realm and create there, truly surrounded by everything I'm creating, truly experiencing it without just looking at it all through a monitor. And even better, what you build in Dreams, you can publish, and it can be experienced by anybody else with the PSVR system and an internet connection. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been in there building my very first fully virtual reality experience. And of course, knowing me, it's going to have to be something mystical, not just a video game or something fun or funny. Although it is definitely fun, as you'll see. And I'm going to take you right now on an exploration of this new creation. It is a trainer for a very basic ritual that we do in the Golden Dawn, as well as a trainer for the Golden Dawn symbolism and the outer hall of the neophytes. I'll go ahead and let it explain itself as it goes along. And I'll see you on the inside.
Inheritor of a dying world, arise from the darkness. The mother of darkness hath blinded you with her hair. The father of darkness hath hidden you under his wings. Thy limbs are still weary from the wars which were in heaven. Enter now our sacred hall. Neophyte, before you can practice our sacred ritual, you must first learn the secret signs of our order. Neophyte, learn now the ritual of the pentagram, the foundation of our magical tradition. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. To my right hand, Michael. To my left hand, For about me flame the pentagrams, and in the column shines the six-rayed star.
And there you have it, brothers and sisters. That is my training video for the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, as well as the symbolism of the Outer Hall of the Golden Dawn, its officers, the lawmans they wear, and the various furnishings of the temple. There is one caveat to what you've just seen, however, that you have to keep in mind. Nothing in virtual reality is ever translatable through a flat screen, and that's what you just saw was a flat screen version. If you really want to experience this and understand the depth and the power of what we're exploring here, get yourself a PlayStation, get yourself the Dreams, get yourself the PSVR add-on, and meet me online. You can go into Dreams, you can search for Golden Dawn, and so far my Golden Dawn experience is the only thing that comes up. So I invite you to come and experience this for yourself. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will say, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to ring that spirit bell to summon us to your inbox whenever new content is uploaded. Good night, blessed be, and sweet dreams.